So bladder health is something which you don't think about unless it stops working or gives us some problem. But it is very, very important, especially in our current lifestyle. So simple lifestyle tips and dietary changes and managing the stress will keep our bladder going on, doing what it needs to do. So drinking plenty of fluids to flush out the bacteria, but do not overdo it. Generally, drinking plenty of water, 6 to 8 glasses of water is what people need for an average. But this also depends on your prakriti. If you are a pitta prakriti, you can have lot of water. Say 8 glasses of water is okay for you or more. And kapha also can have 7 to 8 glasses of water. But a vata person may not be able to have that much. So 5 to 6 glasses of water is enough for a vata person. So easy way to find it out is every time you pee, look into the urine. What is the color of the urine? If it is coming yellow, that means you need to drink water then. Morning, as soon as you wake up, that is the time your urine is more yellow in color. That is the time you need to drink a lot of water. So drinking water early in the morning is a very good idea. But many people drink more water nowadays because they have heard you need to drink a lot of water. So they have a tendency to overdo it. This is also not good for your bladder and not good for your general health at all. Now, second is practice good urinating techniques. Take time to empty your bladder completely when you urinate. If you are in a rush, then you are not allowing your bladder to empty itself fully. If urine remains in your bladder for too long, it can cause a bladder infection. And empty your bladder regularly and whenever needed. Do not hold on. Many people have a tendency to hold on due to the social circumstances, but make it a point when you have an urge, you have to find out a way to urinate. So how many times should you pee at night? This is a question people ask. Normally, you can make it throughout a full night, 6 to 8 hours. During the hours of sleep, you don't need to urinate. But if you have to get up once during the night to urinate, still you are in normal range. But more than once can indicate a problem which you need to address to. And this also leaves you tired because your sleep is getting disturbed. And the frequency of urination also depends on individuals. Like some people have to urinate every 2 hours, that is also normal in some cases. And once in 4 hours, that is also normal in some cases. So there is a technique called bladder training, like holding your pee increases the bladder strength. This is a technique used for people who have urinary incontinence to build strength in their bladder. Holding your pee for too long but can actually cause incontinence. So this you do only under guidance. And when urinating, stay in a relaxed position. Relaxing your bladder muscles will make it very simpler to empty your bladder. Generally, if you have a habit of urinating on the air, that means you are not sitting on the toilet seat, then that will make it difficult to relax. This you may do when it is a public place, but you don't have to have that habit everywhere. And if there is a situation where you cannot use the washroom, then drink fewer fluids so that you can prevent incontinence. If you feel you have any problem, keep a bladder diary so that you can find out how often you urinate and what is behind that. So walking regularly to avoid retaining water in the body. Some people, like those who are sedentary and those who have a heart disease, they develop fluid buildup in their legs during the day. Like you are sitting for long, your legs swell up. That means water retention is there in the body. At night, this fluid causes them to empty their bladders frequently. So if you have fluid retention in your legs and that is causing an active bladder overnight, walking helps you a lot. When you have a sitting job, this also causes bladder problem. So it is a good idea to stand up and walk in between. So any which way, walking is very essential for your bladder health. If you smoke, smoking can lead to urinary incontinence, and those who do smoking increase their risk. We do not know what is the connection between smoking and the bladder cancer, but there is a risk of bladder cancer to all the smokers. Maybe it has something to do with the way nicotine interacts with your bladder. There are certain yoga postures which help you to increase your bladder health by strengthening your bladder muscles. This is mountain pose, Tadasana, Veerabhadrasana or warrior pose, Utkatasana or chair pose, Prasarita Pada Uttanasana, the wide-legged forward bend, Sedubandhasana or the bridge pose. And there is a exercise to strengthen your bladder. Make sure your bladder is empty, then sit or lie down. Tighten your pelvic floor muscles, hold tight and pull it upwards till a count of 5 seconds. Relax the muscles and again leave 5 seconds and repeat the same for 10 times. You can do it 3 times in a day. So acidic foods is not good for your bladder health. Salt also plays an important place in your bladder health. Salt makes you retain water, and too much of salt can throw your kidneys, water, salt, mineral off balance. So a diet high in salt or sodium can elevate blood pressure, and also it can directly cause bladder problems. So caffeinated beverages, alcohol, coffee, black tea, spicy foods, fried foods, processed foods, foods which contains a high amount of sugar, salt, preservatives, packaged pastries, frozen meals, and any food which contains saturated fat, tomato sauces, vinegar, too much of chili and spicy foods, chocolate, sugar, other sweeteners, artificial sweeteners like saccharin, aspartame, corn sweeteners, fructose, sucrose, fruit juices which are highly concentrated and artificial, and soda. So foods which help your bladder health. So there are some drinks which are very good for bladder health. One is barley water. Cook barley with lot of water and then drain the barley out and use the water. Ashgourd juice or white pumpkin juice is another drink. Herbal teas, coriander tea, coriander, cumin and fennel, CCF tea, lemon juice without added sugar or salt. Yogurt is good, buttermilk is good. Banana and other high fiber foods, like most of the fruits are high in fiber, whole grains are high in fiber. Tender coconut water, which is full of nutrients. This is also good for bladder health. Sweet potato is good for bladder health. And cranberries is very, very famous for bladder health. So cranberries contain an antioxidant called proanthocyanidins, which reduces the ability of bacteria to stick to the wall of the urinary tract. So that is why cranberry is used in urinary tract infection in a big way. And all fruits with high water content like watermelon, cucumber, oranges, all these are good for bladder health. And there are very popular Ayurvedic herbs like Punarnava, which is used in bladder health. There is a mudra which is very good for urinary health. This is Varuna Mudra. The tip of your thumb and your little finger are touching each other lightly, other 3 fingers are straight. This will enhance very easy urine flow. This also cools down your body. When you have any urinary problem, you can practice this mudra. You keep it above your thigh, take few long breaths in and out and continue it for 5 to 10 minutes sitting in the same mudra with normal breath. Having alkaline water as soon as you rise up is a very good idea for maintaining your bladder health. So how to make alkaline water is, in 1 liter of water, we add half a cut lemon and 4 pieces of a finger long cucumber. Put it in 1 liter of water and leave it overnight, not in the refrigerator, outside the refrigerator, covered with a lid. And then morning you can drink that water. Empty stomach, you may not be able to drink 1 liter at a go, but you can have 1 or 2 glasses and later on after half an hour another glass. Like that, it is a good idea to finish it before breakfast if possible.